According to the University of California in Berkeley, in the 3 years between 1999 and 2002, the amount of new human recorded information was equal to all human recorded information leading up to 1999. Yet, when you walk into any classroom, what you'll most likely see is that school looks a lot like it did 30, 40, 50 years ago. Learn this stuff, spit it back to me in some form, and your success or not, and the teacher's success or not, or school's success or not is based on how you perform under time pressure on some standardized test. So we know that school needs to change, but change is really tough in the education world, really tough. Yes, I'm Doris Korda, and I'm the Executive Director of Wildfire Education. I work with schools to help them build programs using a completely different method of teaching and learning. We find real businesses with real and urgent startup problems who are willing to let a bunch of high school kids work on them. When I was talking to the Columbus City District administrators, they brought up options for success. There's a new leader there, and she really wants to change the way they do school.
Actually, this year, Options for Success is a new program that Columbus City Schools has developed in order to give families and students alternative to being suspended or expelled from school. A lot of times when students have behavioral issues, they're linked to a lack of excitement about school. When I was talking to Korda about this program, I thought I have that exact amount of time. I have students that I need to excite about school. This is perfect.
Stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on...
The number one most common childhood disease in America is tooth decay.
4.6 billion people in the world have mobile phones, but only 4.2 billion have toothbrushes.
The way that we figured to reach out to these children is through children networks and commercials on these networks.
OB has sensors in a toothbrush head that sense when you're brushing your teeth too hard, and also tracks a different quadrant of your mouth's progress.
So there's basically skills that you learn like reading, math, science, and social studies. Instead, you're going to get this problem, okay? And you're going to work on this problem and you're going to solve it. And then once you solve the problem to the best of your ability, you're going to present it out to your family, staff, faculty, the superintendent. It's going to be really, really cool, right? Yeah, Bomar, okay. I can't wait. Did you see how when that group of students were standing out front and the owner of that particular business was asking them questions? You are the experts. So when we go on there.
From the owner too?
Yes. We're going to go see the owner tomorrow, and then he's coming at that last day for you to give him the answer. That's good. All right, let's roll.
I was really nervous at first because I've never done anything like this. The students that we have, they are here because of a suspension or an expulsion. And they do this in lieu of just sitting home, losing out on their grades and attendance and that thing.
Typical urban school district, Columbus City Schools, which is the district we represent. So it's a big place and it's very easy to kind of get lost in the shuffle. We have a lot of kids that neglect, and not necessarily at home, just they haven't made progression at school, in some cases since middle school.
As we get into it, I'm hoping that they kind of come around, because this morning I was like a little nervous because they didn't seem like hyped or excited, but maybe it's because of the unknown.
And those deer in the headlights, I have them because we haven't been to the business.
And I'm hoping to be able to get them to the point where they're not as nervous either.
And once we get that challenge, we'll be ready to rock.
Spot today. You don't know what the spot is, and you don't know whom we're going to go see, but we're going to the spot to meet the person today. We're going to meet a business person at their place of business. And so there's a certain way that you have to...
You're trying so hard not to...
I know! My adjectives.
We just want to make sure that everything remains professional.
Because you don't want to be looking all around. Hi, how you doing? I'm Anita.
You don't want to be, looking on the floor or anything. You want to look the person dead in the eye. Good morning. My name is Anita. How are you?
I am fantastic. I'm doing good.
So we each are going to practice that. So if you would get up.
Hi, my name's Taylor. How you doing? Come on, stop. My name's You're embarrassing. I need a new partner.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for chicken!
Hot Chicken Takeover is a community restaurant that serves national-style hot chicken in a pretty unique atmosphere. We started the business so we could provide unique opportunities to men and women that need a fair chance at employment. Many of Hot Chicken's team members have experiences that probably line them up with options for success at Columbus City Schools. They're both initiatives that acknowledge the future and the success somebody can achieve, not dwell on the past they've had before. For us, this is kind of a brand new opportunity, and we need help thinking through that transition.
I'm a girl, so I can cup it.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Nice to meet you. Welcome. I think we have some seats over on the left. Hi, Joe. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Nice to meet you, Jasmine. Hi. Billy, I'm Joe. Nice to meet you. Kamaja, nice to meet you. Kayla, nice to meet you. Has anybody heard of Hot Chicken Takeover before? Does anybody like fried chicken? No? So we're a fried chicken restaurant. We sell a style of fried chicken called hot chicken. Our business is a little unique, but we built our business to provide what we call kind of fair chance opportunities to get people back to work. For many people on our team, they have a big obstacle to get a job. Many members of our team have picked up a criminal record throughout their life.
Okay.
And if you've got a record, it's very difficult to get employment. We're an employer that believes that everybody deserves an opportunity to work, and we don't even call it a second chance because we believe it's just a fair chance. So here's the deal. We just announced that we're gonna open another restaurant, but we're opening it up on the north side in Clintonville on High Street. The challenge I'm presenting to all of you is I want you to help us think through how we launch the next restaurant. Because when you leave here, I want you to come up with a plan on how to get that restaurant open and make sure we have employees in the door and customers in the seats. What do you think?
With our challenge?
Yeah.
There's a lot of challenges.
Yeah, tell me about it.
There's a lot.
Make mistakes now. Put yourself out there. It is much better to mess up now than on the big day.
Yes. Leah sees that you're kind of like maybe stumbling a little. She can interject what she knows about it.
Forget what you're gonna say, you say the wrong thing, anything like that, just take a breath and keep going.
Putting customers mad with their food. Have employees keep spreading the word. Ooh. Joe's challenge is he would like us to help in bringing more customers to the new store opening up in Clintonville.
I have a quick question though. Are all your slides the fuchsia background? Okay.
You guys have some fantastic ideas for Joe, but if our presentation isn't spot on, sometimes they may look past the ideas and like, well, that was a horrible presentation, even though the ideas themselves were great. So we want to make our presentation match the great ideas that you guys have produced.
Right, so how far would you travel to go to a restaurant?
We didn't even introduce ourselves.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nice to meet you. Steve, how you doing?
I'm Lonnie.
How you doing, Lonnie?
I'm Kamaja.
And
Hi.
your name's Steve?
Yep. How far would I travel to a restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably 20, 25 minutes.
Have you ever heard of the app Uber Eats?
Yeah.
Have you ever used it? Do you know of any businesses that give special employment to people who have been in jail? So how important are the ethics of a business to you? Do you like hot, like spicy?
So I think he should start off with flyers and building his Instagram, then starting the app. Because he can't partner up with Uber Eats until like people actually knows about it.
So that was a good experience to meet new people and to open up to people that I didn't know, get to ask them questions about how truck can take over social media. It's a key, for real.
Asked about like the food truck on campus and stuff, so now we can tell Joe, like, hey, you should put your food truck on campus and you will get more customers. It's a competition, but at the end of the day, it's just fun. Like, it's based on fun and trying to help Joe out.
It's okay, click.
Oh yeah, no, don't do that.
What you about to do?
So, archetype for the Clintonville residents. Is that not what we saw, kind of? Not that exact picture, but.
We saw a lady with like 2 kids and stuff.
Does that have a cute factor to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They gonna look like, bro, what is that? Nah, tell me
All right, so we gonna change this.
This one.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be like,
Hold up, Alani, what is changing the background?
Don't change the background.
Why do it gotta be pink?
Because I want pink. I like pink. Don't change my background. I worked
We
hard.
can worry about that later. Let's focus on the content.
Don't worry about the
I want them when they go back to their schools for their principals to look at them as leaders in their building. And that transformation is going to be magical. I can't wait. You know, imagine how so bad you got kicked out and then you come back as a leader.
Hi, this is our hot chicken takeover marketing plan. We're Hot Chicken Mafia. I'm Kamija.
I'm Colin.
The environment was nice because people had on suits and some people had on jeans, so it feels like you could come as however you want.
The fair chance program. With Janelle Hassan, he had 5 felony convictions in 22 years, which made it difficult for him to find a job. He had 4 kids, but he also did not want his kids to see him in and out the street.
3 days ago, we had none of this. Right. Look at what you did in 3 days, right?
Yes.
So all we have to do is just take this momentum you've already built and carry it all the way through Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm so glad I stayed because now I can go into the weekend and sleep. I was worried and we got this.
Have a good weekend, get some rest.
I'm about to try my hardest to get some rest. Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you all for coming. My name is Kayla Singfield.
And I'm Kamija Moni.
And we are in our entrepreneuring class.
But first of all, I would like to introduce Joe. He's the CEO and founder of Hot Chicken Takeover.
And we would like to thank you for letting us help you solve your problem.
So our challenge was to help Joe market his new business that will be opened up in Clintonville and to help increase his employment staff.
So what you're going to see today is 2 different teams show their marketing plans on this smart board, and then afterwards each team, Joe will get a chance to ask questions, and then after we all have cake and punch. You guys can have questions to ask.
So thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Kamija.
And I'm Colin Mackey.
I was a team, but my team members can't be here today. But this is my Hot Chicken Takeover presentation.
To many people, the ethics of a business are very important. So the fact that Hot Chicken Takeover, they do donations, it makes people want to come to the restaurant because it shows their compassion to help their community.
This is an age range graph of the people in Clintonville. This side is the houses, and this is how much they make per year in thousands.
A key factor is right here. When they say Hot Chicken Takeover is more than just chicken, that's very key because he don't just care about chicken, he also care about his employees and others.
When you first open your restaurant, somebody outside, like just talking to everybody like, hey, this new restaurant, maybe want to come try it out, check it out, see what it look like, stuff like that.
We've never really targeted campus. Do you have any creative ideas on how we could market to that group?
I think you should put a food truck on campus because we did interview a couple people and we asked them about the food truck on campus and they said it's a good idea because they only have one food truck.
Do you feel like there's any risk of people in a new community casting judgment against our employees or anything like that?
Also, when we was up there at the Ohio State campus, we interviewed them people and we said, do y'all think Joe having a fair trade program any bad? None of them had nothing negative to say about the program. They all had positive and they all believed in the fair trade program.
Thank you all so much. Thank you.
There's so much more to what you didn't see here. These students for the past 3.5 weeks have worked themselves to the grind. And I'm so impressed with you guys. Amazing.
This is something bold for you to do. And I think what you've demonstrated in 3 weeks is that you were willing to synthesize a ton of information and you put yourself out there in a way that not everybody's comfortable with. A while ago, we cut these team-only t-shirts that have our values on them. And so I want you to come up and become honorary team members for us. Thank you so much.
So the students that I was working with that were part of this pilot, they were 9 through 12, and many of them were below grade level. I was concerned that we would have to do more work with being able to do team building and respect amongst teachers and staff, but I was wrong. And I explained to the students, you're being recognized right now, not because of sports, not because of something that you did wrong. You're being acknowledged right now for something that you did, that you invested in academically, and that's huge.
Just to see them care about people, care about what they like, care about the fair chance.
The real world experience and watching kids that really hate school, like want to come here. We have issues with students performing homework activities, and that is not the case with this project. I mean, they took it home because they wanted to do a good job.
Maybe going into it, they felt that the teachers are the ones who drove this when it wasn't at all. It definitely was the students.
My name is Kalia, and I'm in 9th grade.
My name's Kamaja Moni. I'm in 11th grade, and I'm from Eastmore Academy.
Hi, I'm Kyler Mackey, 11th grader, attend South High School.
My name is Kayla Singfield. I go to Eastmore Academy High School, and I'm in 11th grade.
I'm Milani Young. I'm in 10th grade, and I go to Marion Franklin High School.
I didn't even want to do it. For real, I was like, nah, I'm good on this. I'll skip and go back to the class.
As we got through the program, like a couple weeks, I was like, okay, it's not that bad. But at first I was like, I'm not doing this.
The first field trip, I'm like, oh, so we get to get out of class. So I was all happy. And then Joe told us about the challenge, and I'm like, and they said, we're gonna have to say it in front of everybody. So I got stage fright. So I was like, I was terrified. But then you get used to it after a while though. Like regular school, they just give us like paperwork, like books, and they just teach a problem on the board, and then everybody's just quiet. But like at this class, you could talk and get help if you need it and learn more stuff because they're letting you do stuff on your own than helping you with the problems.
I wasn't able to present it, but I did like that we were making the slides and stuff when we were doing it. I just talked to different people like I never really talked to before, and I never went on a college trip before. Like it was like I never went to a college, so it was different.
Being able to share ideas with each other, because she had some ideas that I didn't know, and I had some ideas, and when we combined them together, it made it even better for us in our project.
It gave us some confidence on just walking up to anybody, asking them questions, posture, eye contact.
This time we got to, you feel me, just get up and be ourselves for real. Go out there and be ourselves.
Because we're supposed to be in a program for being bad, but then for them to do that for us, that was really nice so that we get a chance to come, like get a second chance at our education.
The difference between them, and I have to be honest, day one, when I sat down at the table and explained this to them, I felt like I was the only one that was really in it. You know, they were resistant, not overtly resistant, but I could tell they were like, this is another square. That's what they were thinking. This is another square that you're gonna try to fit into my circle. They trusted and they participated 100%. They gave 100%. And I don't think knowing from their history and from talking to them that they've ever gave 100% educationally to any program or to any class before.
I didn't see you there. I was just busy reading all of my books.